Welcome to YouTube Hero. Today we're talking about how to convert followers into customers. Noelle, Randall, you are like the epitome of this. Like of all my clients, I love featuring Noelle and using you as an example just because you have really refined this system. So I'm really excited to dive in and pull all this wisdom out and share it. So by the end of this video, you will know exactly what we do. Okay, so for those who are watching this channel, this is a brand new channel. This is kind of a small channel. So Noelle, how big is your channel?
So my channel right now is right under 700,000 subscribers. I think maybe 690,000 or somewhere in that range. And we started working together, what?
4 years ago.
4 years ago. And I think it's actually left. I think our full
We launched January 21st of 2020.
Okay. All right. Yeah. 4 years.
And at that point, I believe you had about 6,000 subscribers and your channel wasn't really a significant part of your business, zero money from it.
Nah, no money.
But it's the main source of revenue for your business now.
Yeah.
So would you mind sharing, like from YouTube, what's been your revenue in the last 12 months?
So in the last 12 months from YouTube, I would still say it's probably about $3 to $4 million. Even though the channel, like I said, I don't even post as many videos as I used to when we first started working together. The revenue really hasn't changed because there's just so many different avenues, and as the channel grows, it opens up new avenues of revenue. So we'll talk about that in a second, but just know you start off really well and then it gets even better.
Now, we've talked a lot in other episodes about the lead generation part and getting people to join the email list. I really want to focus on the email list in this episode. Why is the email list so important?
When I came to you in 2020, I think I had an email list of maybe 6,000 people, and that was from just years and years. I immediately, I believe in almost 1 year, I took my list to almost 100,000 names in like a year. And that is so valuable. My mentor once told me, if you have an email list of 10,000 people, you have $1 million. So just imagine if you have a list of 100,000 people, how many millions of dollars that is. And the reason why that is so powerful, because of course, YouTube, you love it, you're doing the videos, but that's their audience. You don't know their names, you don't have their contact information, they're not your customers, they're just watching your videos. But if you get that email list, you own them. I can now reach out to you whenever I want to. I'm right in your email box. I'm on your phone.
You know, I love that. And we've learned that, or at least I've learned that in business conferences and trainings for decades.
Yes.
But in the world of social media and stuff, I think we've kind of forgotten about that as a whole.
Yeah.
And we see so many influencers, we call them, on YouTube. We'll see somebody like Mr. Beast, and YouTube is where it's at. Like that is their following, that is their tribe. I've had so many friends and colleagues that have 100% of their income on YouTube.
Yeah.
And when YouTube makes a change, I've seen their income drop to
all the
10%.
way down.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But when you have an email list, you control it.
Correct.
When you say you own it, it's like these people opted in, they joined your list, they're following you, and they've given you permission. Like, I want to receive communication from you.
Right.
So to grow that to 100,000, that is massive.
That is massive, and that is such an asset to my business because, like you said, if YouTube changes the algorithm, so all of a sudden my videos aren't being shown, I have an email list. I can build an entire business around that.
Yeah, if YouTube went away, which I don't predict it's going to,
but
if YouTube shrunk and something else took its place, how would you move them?
Yeah, got my email list. I would immediately just email them, hey guys, I'm now on blah, blah, blah platform now. Come see me over there.
So we threw out the number, just about 700,000 subscribers. How important is that number in reality?
Not important at all. And that's the funny thing. People are like, how many subscribers, or this person's so popular? But there is a big difference between popularity and profits. And I always try to teach people that just because someone is popular, just because they have a lot of views or a lot of subscribers, that does not equal profits. That does not mean they're making a lot of money. So the fact that I have 700,000 subscribers or 690, I'm very proud of that. However, that is not a big deal. That is just vanity. It's about how many of those people can I pull into my world and become a customer. Like we said, turning followers and subscribers into customers. That's key. And that's an easy thing that you can do with YouTube. And we're gonna, I'm sure you have more questions on how to do that.
And when you said the word vanity, I'm like, yeah, that's a good word for it, because admittedly it feels good. It feels good to be able to say, oh yeah, I've got this many. But I had a memory come to me. This was just a couple years ago. I was at a YouTube conference, Vid Summit, great event. Somebody was taking the stage because he had done some amazing things with YouTube Shorts. We're talking billions of views.
Wow.
And Very impressive, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we're impressed by that.
Yeah.
But somebody raised their hand. There was time for Q&A, and they asked him, how much money did this make you?
And we already know the answer because we've seen YouTube Shorts income.
His answer was pretty revealing. He admitted that he has a small apartment and he was struggling to make ends meet.
Wow.
Yeah, billions
Wow.
of views.
Wow.
So,
yes.
like on the surface, you
Yes.
don't know how well
You
people are
really
doing.
do not.
it.
I literally have people that have smaller channels than me that are making more money than I am right now, especially from ad revenue. So again, your number of subscribers, that's not even how you're actually paid on YouTube. Can we have a quick conversation about
Yeah.
that it really is about the views. That actually is even more important than your subscribers because quite frankly, it's only about 8%, I think for me, and everybody's numbers is different on how many views you're getting versus how many people are subscribed to the channel.
One other thing that I like to mention though, because when you post a new video to YouTube with 700,000 subscribers, people might see, oh, that video has 5,000 views.
Yeah.
That's pretty low, isn't it? Well, for a Mr. Beast type channel, that would be extremely low.
Right.
But we've got such an archive of about 1,000 videos now.
Right.
And all of these videos, even the ones that we filmed 4 years ago,
Right.
are still
getting views.
So we launched just one video, and that adds 5,000 in in a month or something.
Right.
But we're getting many tens of thousands of views that are all lead generators. So
Right. And then let's add to that. Not only did it pay you when you first released the video, every month, if people are watching that and it's getting ad revenue, you put the video out 4 years ago, for 48 months, that video brought you income. Even if some months it was 5,000, then maybe it's 300, it's still revenue. And you create this, like you said, this library where people are watching. And again, you're paid off of the views, not the subscribers. There you go.
Okay, so when you do have views,
Yeah.
how do you get them to join your email list?
So that's the fun part. That's where the calls to action come in, where you're offering them something. Maybe it's a free download. Maybe it's a free gift like a book, or come to my webinar. And that's how you convert them. You really have to give them something of value in exchange for their email. That is the key. Yeah, you can offer them a book and say, go buy my book on Amazon. And some people do that. I don't think that's a smart idea because then again, Amazon has the person's data. You don't. So if you can get them to your own website, your own landing page, and into your funnels, now you have their information. And again, you can sell them more than once. A customer is a customer is a customer. Somebody buys a book from me, then they buy a ticket to an event, then they come to my classes, then they buy a course. So I can make lots of money over years with one person instead of just this one sale. And again, not getting the information. So the key to it, to really doing this, is getting them onto your email list in some way or into your website so that you can get their information, not just giving them or sending them somewhere where you lost them again.
I love that. It's obviously the key of everything that we do. And a simple hack that I learned from you is, I mean, we say the link is in the description below.
Yeah.
But what I love that you do is you actually will buy an easy to remember URL or domain
Yes,
name,
yes.
such as Noelle's free book.
Right.
And I've bought some as well, like
Yeah.
natesyoutubebook.com.
Right.
So you can say, yeah, the link is in the description below,
Right.
but you can say it, they can remember it, the editing can put it on the screen.
Yeah, that's going to get you a higher conversion rate, obviously, than click to the description box. Because again, too, most people are on their phones and the description box is a little bit more hidden.
It's hard to find.
Yeah.
So ultimately, to make revenue from this, they have to become customers. So we've talked about they go from YouTube to your email list.
That's right.
How do you get them from email to becoming a customer?
Pretty easily. So of course you're sending them emails, letting them know who you are. Again, providing more value, maybe even summarizing some of the things that were already in the YouTube
So are
video.
you sending them like purchase links in the email?
So let's talk about that. So in some cases, yes, but not off the rip. That's not the first email you would send is like, hey, you've joined my, email list. Here's buy something from me. It's definitely more of a, hey, here's who I am. Here's some pictures that I've never shown you before. Here's some more information. And then you get them into a strategy session to have that conversation. Or you can actually offer them a direct thing to buy. But a great thing that I always recommend is giving them a coupon code, giving them a discount, like giving them a reason to take advantage of clicking that link that you've emailed to them.
I've learned the strategy session part is so critical because I have so many clients that want everything to be automated. They've heard the hype about creating an awesome sales funnel.
Yeah.
And all the bells and whistles, and they think, oh, if I just send people to it, then the money's gonna start
No,
coming
you got to
in.
get them on the phone. Again, it depends. If you're actually going to go high ticket and you're offering somebody that costs $5,000, $8,000, $10,000, that's a phone conversation. Obviously, we don't see lawyers on the billboard saying, hey, give me 20 grand. They're telling you what they can do and trying to get you to do a consultation. Same strategy. Get them on the phone and don't be afraid to talk to them. That's actually a great value to them. They see you on the computer, on the laptop, and now all of a sudden I'm talking to you on the phone. It's not a scary conversation for the most part.
So you are selling some things automated. Like
Yes.
what's the price range you can expect to sell?
So I would say things that are less than $100, really easy to convert via email, via, hey, click this link. Once you get over $100 and $500 and things like that, you really should just probably get them on the phone, or you're going to need more time. So if I'm doing a webinar, maybe I can end my webinar with something that's $500 to $2,000, but that's not anything I would be like, hey, at the end of this video, give me $2,000. That's usually not going to convert very well. You probably need to get them a little bit more indoctrinated into you and what you have to offer first.
So I know in your case, you've spent a lot of time on the phones and in conversations, and you've got a team of coaches, people that have succeeded in your program. Are they mostly on the phone or actually on Zoom nowadays?
Mostly on the phone still. We did try the Zoom thing. We actually did try that. It was super tedious, way too much. We went back to the phones.
And just from my perspective, I actually personally do Zoom. So I was just curious about that.
Yeah, we tried it. Did not. It was too cumbersome.
Either way, whether it's on the phone, I actually prefer Zoom. I just find it helps to really build that relationship, but you've got to have a one-on-one conversation with them if you're gonna sell something significant.
Yeah.
So now that you have this understanding of how you can take your YouTube following and turn them into customers, you've got to watch the next episode, because in the next episode, we go deep into that conversation. What does a strategy session look like? How do you start it? What's the process you take people through so that they realize that they really need you and they purchase from you?